I'm sharing my screen. I hope you can see my screen. Am I right? So what you have to do here, you have to just log in to the github.com because everyone must have the account on the GitHub, especially when it is coming to sharing your learning, when it is coming to making your resume. Because nowadays, what is happening whenever you are building your resume, in the resume, if you are mentioning your GitHub project profile, so the company trusts you. They think you are the person who only not knowing the technology. This is the person who actually sharing with others as well. So that's why you should keep the things on GitHub always. Thank you, Mary, for sharing your GitHub one. Now you can share the post on the LinkedIn with this GitHub link. So just do login on GitHub, everyone, whatever the username and password you having. If you don't have the account over there, you can do sign up quickly. It will not take much time to sign up over there. Have you logged in on GitHub, everyone? Now today you can share the link publicly as well because share your project with others. So what are the people are sharing on my private window? Just share on the public so that others people also can get the benefit. Have you logged into GitHub, everyone? Can we proceed? How to create a repository here and keep our code? Okay, good. So in the left hand side, you will get an option to create a new repository. Are you getting this option on the left hand side? Here, new. How many people are getting this option new? I hope everyone is getting. Just click on this new option. It will ask to give a repository name. So what are the profile you having? Just next to that profile, you will get a option with to define the repository name. So let's say I'm just mentioning here the repository name as Scholar Head Workshop. This is the way name I'm mentioning. Exactly same way you can mention the name Scholar Head dash Workshop. I hope you are getting the name. Are you finding out the same repository name, everyone? Now you can define a brief description. Scholar Head .NET C Sharp Development Workshop projects. This you can add a brief description there. Scholarhead.net C Sharp Development Workshop projects. And make sure it is public repository you are creating there on the GitHub. I hope everyone has given the similar repository name, similar description. Am I right? Yes or no? Okay. Now just click on the create repository button. Have you created, everyone? Like this way? So today you are going to learn how to share your demo projects on a GitHub URL. Because when it is coming to building the resume, you must have the GitHub repository link in your profile. Because that link will validate your experience in the technology. That's why it is important to everyone. Right? Now here it is giving the option how we can set up a Git repository in our local machine. These are the things are coming here. So these steps need to run. But to push the things from the local machine, you need to have a Git on your local machine? I think many people might not having the link in the local machine, am I right? Can you check here Git version on a local machine? Are you getting the Git version in the local machine when you are running the command Git space version using the command prompt? Do you have Git? How many people don't have the Git? The people who don't have the Git, they need to download from here. Git for Windows. So if you will check Git for Windows, you will have to download this from this link here. I'm sharing the link in chat here. This is a link you have to download and install it in a local machine. Quickly follow the link, download and install it, everyone. How many people are downloading the Git from here? The others one? So I'm waiting for your response. Meanwhile, the people who having the another queries, they can ask, because now we are waiting to set up the Git on everyone machine so that they can also push their code to Git. Because ultimately we have to make a Git based portfolio. Because when it is coming to, making the profile, everyone nowadays should have a Git based profile. So GitHub is the option from where you can do the things. Anyone having the query? Now you can ask any query. Meanwhile, the people are downloading the things, I can answer your queries. Bitbucket is also a Git based repository management system. So Pratibha, you have to use either GitHub, Bitbucket, GitLab. We having the many repository which are based upon the Git stack. Okay. I suggest you to use the GitHub because in the Bitbucket you will have the different options. So it will be difficult for you for following the steps. So better I'm suggesting you to use GitHub based account, not this one. The people who join late, I'm telling you again, today we are creating a GitHub based profile for the code, whatever we have done, so that we can share this learning with others over the LinkedIn. So in that case, I'm helping you how to create a account on GitHub, especially the repository one. So when you will log in into your GitHub account, so there you have to create a new repository here by clicking the new button. Then give the repository name, let's say Scholar Head Workshop. This is the repository name I'm giving. In my case, it is already there, but in your case, I'm sure it will be available to you. Okay, this way. If you don't have the GitHub account, you have to create it because every developer must have a GitHub account. If you don't have the GitHub account, it means you are not a serious developer. You are just developer, not the serious developer. So make sure everyone having the GitHub account and you should use it. If you want to showcase your expertise to recruiter, to the company, so everyone must have the GitHub base account. I hope Git for Windows, everyone has downloaded. How many people has completed the download part? Can you confirm through the chat window now? Now open the command prompt to check, are you getting the Git version? Just run the command git space version. Are you getting the Git version now on your local machine? Everyone who has installed the Git? How many people are still installing the things? Can you tell me through the chat? Like just do mention installing. If you're still installing the things. Or okay, Gaurav is installing. What about others? The people who join late, they have to download the Git for Windows so that we can keep the code on GitHub. Then we will share with others. Guys, quickly confirm. And I hope the people who are meanwhile downloading and installing the things, make sure you have created a repository on GitHub. Have you created also repository on GitHub, everyone? Okay, very good. I think now we are ready to go ahead. Shall we go ahead now, everyone? Okay. So what you have to do, you have to just create a empty folder from where you want to do the mapping of the code. So let's say open a C drive, and inside the C drive, let's say you can create a folder for GitHub. Just add a folder for GitHub in your C drive. You can keep in D drive as well, it's up to you. So what I have done, I have created a folder in my C drive with the name of GitHub. Have we created a folder inside the C drive with the name of GitHub, everyone? Can you confirm? Okay. So this folder actually we will map to our repository. So I'm just going to open this location. So open the command prompt, whatever we having. So this is my command prompt cd, then go to that location. So I'm just inside the C folder, C drive GitHub folder. Make sure you have navigated to that folder through the command prompt. Have you navigated? Everyone, just navigate to that folder. I hope everyone is inside the same folder now, GitHub folder. I'm right. Now you have to follow these steps one by one. What are mentioned here? So all the steps are actually common. Only one step is different in your case, that I will tell you what is the different step in your case. So you have to first run a, just do one thing inside the same GitHub folder. Let me create a one more folder with the name of Scholar Head Workshop. I'm defining a folder with the name of Scholar Head Workshop. Now come inside the Scholar Head Workshop. Now I'm inside the folder of Scholar Head Workshop. Have you added the folder with the name of Scholar Head Workshop? So command is md make directory with the name of Scholar Head Workshop. Now go into the folder Scholar Head Workshop. How many people completed these two steps? First, go into the GitHub folder, then create the Scholarhead workshop folder. Then you are inside the Scholarhead workshop folder now, everyone. Please do confirm your status through the chat window if you have completed. I'm waiting for your response. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Now just run the next command. Git init is a command. This command is written here. This command is written here. So whatever the repository you have created on GitHub, that repository having a set of command which you can refer to initialize it in your local machine. So git init is a first command you need to run. So it will give you this message: initialize a empty git repository for Scholarhead workshop. This is the first command you need to run. Have you did it, everyone? If you're getting git is not recognized an internal external command, it means git is not initialized in your case. Means git you have to first download. Git for Windows you have to download. If you have downloaded, please close the command prompt and reopen again. How many are getting this message? Initialize empty git repository. How many people now getting this message? Initialize the empty git repository. Have you got it? Scholarhead folder you can create by running this command md then Scholarhead workshop. Just anywhere inside C drive, D drive, copy, you can create a folder and there run this command git init. So good to go ahead, everyone. I hope we are on the right place. Videos I shared with you WhatsApp. I will share the things. All the videos we will share through the WhatsApp. Even today I will give you the course access as well. So everything you will get. Follow the things. Why you are interested only in video? You are not following the things. Okay, I hope everyone has initialized the repository. Now you have to run a command. So none, the command is here, git remote. And the next one, you will get this option. Are you getting this option? Git remote. Just copy from your URL, not mine. You have to copy your repository URL, not mine. So what are the repository you have created? Just copy this one. Git remote add origin. This you have to copy at your own screen, not mine screen. Don't follow my step now. You have to copy your own one. Then map it. So mapping should be done. So this is the things you have to copy from your own repository. Here. Have you run it, everyone? Everyone has run this command, yes or no? Okay. Now, what are the code you have done? Have you created the project? So what are the project code you having? You have to put over here. So in my case, what I'm doing, what are the all the 4 days code have done? That all the 4 days code I'm keeping here. In your case, you have to keep your project and code. So what day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, I'm going to copy and I'm just going to put there. Here, all the 4 days code I'm putting here. Please. Srilatha, we're getting the git is not recognize internal external command. It means you have not installed the git for Windows. So first you have to install the git for Windows, then this command will run. Otherwise, it will not run. Clear? I hope everyone has copied the things into this folder. Have you done it? Everyone has completed this one. So good to go ahead. Good to go ahead, guys. Everyone. Okay, now this folder you can open inside the VS Code. Open the VS Code and there open this folder. Open the folder inside the VS Code. The same folder. GitHub Scholar Head Workshop. The same folder you have to open it. Have you opened the same folder inside the Scholar Head? And after that, you start getting this Git icon for the pending changes. Are you getting the things now? Git folder with this pending changes here. So when you will open now this folder in the VS Code, you start getting this icon, source control. Number might be different in your case, pending changes. Are you getting this message, everyone? Guys, are you getting this message? How many people are getting this message? Can you confirm through the chat window? Are you getting this message or not? If you're not getting, make sure you have set up these commands properly. If you're not getting the message, it means you have not did this one. Git init and this git remote. Have you run git init and git remote? I think some people didn't run the git remote command. If you have run this, I'm sure you will get this message. If you have run the git remote command. Clear? So now we need to push this code to GitHub. But if you will check, it is trying to push the DLL as well and the EXE as well. So DLL and EXE actually we never push to GitHub. So to ignore these unnecessary file, we will add a one file here. Git ignore. Just add a new file with the name dot git ignore. So you have to create a file with the name dot git ignore at VS Code label. I'm sharing the file name and this file should have the things which we want to ignore. So I added the code which I want to ignore. It's a Visual Studio specific git ignore file we have to create. So this code I'm just sharing through the code sharing URL. So just open this Google Word file, and to this Google Word file, I will add the code which you need to put inside this file. Because as a practice, as a best practice, we should not push the git, the DLL, exe, and all the unnecessary file which actually keep changing or which are the machine specific. We have to keep only the source code file there. After doing this one, you will see only the important file to check in. I'm getting only the necessary file to check in, not everything. Have you added this file? Git ignore. And to the git ignore, have you added this code also, which I have shared through the Google Doc? Google Doc link I have shared with you. So always remember one thing, whenever you're pushing the code to the GitHub, we never push everything. We only push the necessary files there, like DLL, exe, the configuration file, which the Visual Studio is using for its internal configuration processing, we never push. So I hope you are getting now less number. How many files are getting here? Somebody might be getting 3, 10, 20, whatever you having over there. In my case, it is 19. Are you getting that files now? And they are mentioned initial push. Or you can mention initial. Now we need to commit this code. Initial. Are you writing a message here? Initial, everyone? Everyone, are you adding this message initial? Now commit. Click on the commit button. After the committing, you will get the button publish branch. Are you getting the publish branch option here, everyone? Are you getting the publish branch option? Click on this publish branch. Nitish, opening the folder is simple. Just go to the file and open folder. And after that, you will get your publish code. If you have published, now reload the same repository. You will get the code has been published here on GitHub. Are you getting it? Then this URL I'm sharing with you. You can download all the day 1, day 3, day 4 code which I have done for downloading purpose. So this is simple. I just now publish my code or push my code to GitHub. Now this link I can share with everyone. Even the link I can mention in my profile as well. Like this is my project code link. Are you getting it? So this link you have to copy. Now open the linkedin.com and just share your experience here now. Copy the link. Now come to the LinkedIn. Here you can mention the message, whatever you want to share. Joined 5 days workshop on .NET C# with, do mention our page name, the scholar hat. So page name is this one, the scholar hat. Join 5 days workshop on .NET C# with the scholar hat. Then mention your learning. Learn about .NET and C Sharp from scratch. It would be your message. I'm just telling you how you have to write the message. The message should be different. Only first line you can make like this way. Now it's your way, how you want to share your experience. I'm just helping you how the things you have to write. Scratch by building fun learning projects. Now to mention here, I am sharing my learning GitHub repository. Then GitHub repository link you have to paste here like this way. What are the link? Then you can mention a hashtag scholarhat .NET C Sharp. This is the hashtag you can mention here. So you should mention the message on GitHub, on LinkedIn like this way. For certificate, I will share the link. Don't worry about it. Hold on. First, share your learning on the LinkedIn through this one. Why I'm asking to share the LinkedIn and tagging us the reason behind it. The companies nowadays are hiring for those developers who actually sharing the learning whatever they know, because we having the maximum number of job opportunities available on the LinkedIn. Do you know how many job opportunities we having for the .NET Lab on LinkedIn? It is more than 37,000. So until you will not share your skill on LinkedIn, how the recruiter will get to know you are .NET developer, you having that skill that we needed. So LinkedIn is the now biggest market place or job hunting website, and we having the more chances to get the job from the LinkedIn. So that's why I'm asking everyone to share the things over here, so that the people who are hiring for the .NET developer or the companies who are following to us, they will get to know. Imani, you have not seen the things properly. I will share the things. I will share the complete detail on it. They are looking for fresher as well. Okay, it's not the case. They are looking only for experienced one. Of course, they having the mix opening, fresher, beginners, mid experience, high experience. They having both. Have you shared the things on the GitHub? On the LinkedIn, everyone. How many people posted your learning with others? Can you confirm through the chat window, everyone? What about others? I shared the GitHub link as well. From there, you can download all the 4 days code which we have built here now. If you will mention, I start getting here notification. How many people completed this step? Can you tell me? Even you should follow the page on LinkedIn as well, so that you will able to tag. Otherwise, you will not able to tag. The link I'm sharing on the chat window. A .NET X and Scholar Head both are our pages because we having the two website, Scholar Head and .NET Tricks. Okay, so you can tag both of them. So far, I can see only one person mention it, Suraj Kumar. This person mentioned anything. What about others? So just see how this person mentioned the thing, Suraj Kumar, same way you have to mention. So I hope you have done one learning also from today class, how to push the code on GitHub, because ultimately you have to put the things on GitHub. What are the code you are getting today, you can fix later on. It's not the issue, but you can post the things right now, because what are the repository you having, you can keep fixing. It's not the case you cannot fixing. To get the git ignore file, I'm sharing the link again. This is the Google Doc link from where you have to copy the git ignore file code. So good to go ahead now. I hope you are sharing the things on the LinkedIn, over the LinkedIn. Yes or no? So how many people completed this task? Just quickly confirm through the chat window so that we can move to the next topic. Ashiana done. What about others? Just do mention done. Suraj done. Others? Sanjay Ram. If you're not able to find out the page, I'm sharing the link, because until you will not mention the page, you will not get the maximum reach. If you want to get the maximum reach of your post, please tag to Scholarhead, because when you will tagging the Scholarhead, you will get the maximum reach, and the companies who are following us, they will get to know. The two people so far I can see. I hope you are posting, so it will take some time and mention. I share the link, which you have to first follow the page, then mention. Okay. The LinkedIn page link I share in the chat window so that you can follow and mention it. So now let's move to the next topic. So next topic is here. From the day one, the people are asking to me, what next? So how many people are willing to work as a .NET developer here? Can you confirm through the chat window? Are you going to be hired as a .NET developer? Or why should become the .NET developer? That question answer I'm going to give you right now. So do you have such question? How can become a full stack .NET developer, or how can get the job, or why I should learn the .NET? to get my first dream job? So these questions many people are asking from the day one. That's why this one I'm going to cover right now. So when it is coming to becoming a full stack developer, there are three things are involved. We having the front end. So front end we develop using the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript library and framework. Backend we develop using the API. So we are talking about, of course, here .NET. So it will be the .NET API. Then we having the database. So for database, it is SQL Server. So to become a full stack .NET developer, you have to learn front end things, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and JavaScript framework. Backend, .NET API, you need to know. Database, SQL Server. There. And ultimately, when you are saying about the full stack .NET developer, so full stack .NET developer actually doing the job of two people, backend developer and front end developer. So you have to manage the front end, you have to manage the backend. It's not the case you should be the expert in the front end, expert in the backend. Somehow you need to know how to manage the front end and how to manage the backend. So you're just like a all-rounder who is able to build a complete application. This is the way how we are doing it. Now the next thing is here, why you should learn the .NET. So the reason behind learning the .NET is the latest version of .NET, it is .NET 7, it is 11x faster than Node.js. Because many people think about Node.js is better than .NET, it is not the truth. The people know the half truth. Because they are actually comparing the .NET older version, not the latest .NET. You are learning here the new .NET, not the older .NET, where we having these numbers. It is 3x faster than the Java servlet. Already 10 million plus developers are working on the .NET. And average salary for the .NET developer is starting from 3 to 4 lakhs and it will go to the 22 lakhs. It's average salary, I'm telling you. It's not the salary the people are only getting, because whatever the student I have trained so far, they were the experienced one, they were the fresher one. So some people got the starting salary 3 lakhs, even some people got the salary of 30 lakhs, 35 lakhs, even till 45 lakhs also my student are working, to whom I have trained. So this is the range of the .NET developer salary. So whenever you are starting your career, it's not the case I'm getting the job easily. You should always look at the depth as well. In future, how much salary I can get. That number also you should know. So if you are working with the service-based company, in the service-based company, the salary can goes up to 35, 40 lakhs as well, simply. Gaurav, is not the case. The most of the startup don't use .NET. It's not the case. I can tell you the Stack Overflow is using .NET. When it is coming to the Geo is using the .NET. Even a one video already made to crack this myth. Many people having a wrong perception. They just assume the things. They don't know the ground reality. What is happening? So ground reality is different. They just following the trend. And the trend, the people are saying AI, machine learning having a lot of jobs. But where are the jobs? You just following the trend. You are not looking at the reality. Reality is here, the jobs, the highest number of jobs in the market we having for full stack developer, front end developer, and back end developer, not for the machine learning and AI. This is the reality. So follow the reality, not the trend. Nobody is going to hire you as a fresher, as a data scientist. No, you will not get the job. You can only get the job definitely if you are preparing yourself for front-end developer, back-end developer, or full-stack developer, there is a guaranteed job you will get. But if you are preparing yourself for data scientist role, the probability is very, very less over there. So why don't go for a path where I will get the success definitely. So when it is coming to the jobs available on the LinkedIn, so right, this number is 27, but this number keep changing. Right now, today I find out the number again, it is 37 now. 37,000 open jobs right now we having on LinkedIn for the .NET developer. 37,000. On Naukri also we having the jobs open. So you can find out more than 50,000 jobs already available in the market for .NET developer. And for the people who are actually in the colleges. In colleges, nobody is teaching the .NET. So as a fresher, trust me, the competition is very less. Because everyone is learning in the colleges Java, Python, machine learning. So their competition is very high. Because we have a lot of people who are applying for the same position. But for the .NET, people are not there. Fresh are not there. So competition is less. And companies are willing to hire you. So if you're looking for the job which you can get easily, .NET is the one skill through that you can get it. Because when it is coming to the job, so job is about the game of demand and supply. If we having the demand of a particular skill and supply is less, of course the chances are very high you will be hired. Everyone will be hired. But if the demand is low and supply is high, what will happen? Very few people will get the job. Same thing is happening in machine learning, data science, and AI. Demand is low, supply is more. People not getting the job. So look for the field where demand is high, supply is less. This is the field where the things fit well. And these are the companies who already using the .NET in their product. Stack Overflow using, Geo.com also using. Even the India biggest bank, SBI Bank, is also built on .NET, on the top of .NET. Even many banking website you will find out are built with .NET. Whether it's a Kotak or another as well. Okay. IBM using the .NET, Accenture, TCS, Deloitte, Cisco, Microsoft, all the products are around .NET. Microsoft Azure is around .NET. They having the Bing. This is the world second largest search engine that is also based upon the .NET. Stack Overflow is the world number one website for developers. It is also built with .NET. Intel also using the .NET. Dell also using the .NET. All the big companies using the .NET. Even whatever the Xbox. Do you know Xbox? Xbox is the gaming console. So what are the games you having on the Xbox? All the games are backed by the .NET. Do you know about it? So the thing is, people don't know what is happening with the .NET. All the Xbox-based games are running on the .NET. Even many OTT platform also based upon the .NET. So .NET is a technology that is tested and widely used. That's why we having the demand in the market. Now let me talk about some real numbers so that you having the clarity. These are numbers I just took today itself. These are the updated number. So some people might be saying we don't have the jobs for fresher. You can see Cognizant having the job, Infosys having the Mindtree having, Accenture having, SCL having, IBM having, all the top companies having the job for the .NET fresher. These are the fresher job I'm telling you. These are not the experienced one. If you're looking for the overall jobs number on LinkedIn, it is more than 37,000. On Naukri, it is more than 15,000. Indeed, 12,000 plus. Glassdoor, 8,000 plus. We having the another website as well. There also the numbers you will find out. So of course, you can see what is the demand we having for the .NET developers. It's not the case they having only 5,000, 3,000 jobs. Call Saran, I said already, just make a profile on GitHub properly. And as per the JD of the company, you have to draft the resume so that you having the things there. Okay. So this is the way you have to deal with it. This is the things actually you should know. Now the question is here, how to become a full stack .NET developer? What are the skill set you should have? So to become a full stack .NET developer, you need to know the C Sharp, SQL Server, front-end skill, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. You should know the Web API core. You should know the Angular. And of course, you should know how to build the project. So using these many things, you can become a full stack .NET developer over here. Yeah, machine learning you can do. ML.NET is a .NET based machine learning framework. ML.NET. ASP.NET is a framework for building the website, Sneha, and .NET is a runtime. So on the top of .NET, we having the ASP.NET there, similar. React you can use with .NET, Angular also you can use with .NET, but as a .NET developer, maximum people prefer the Angular. That's why I mentioned the Angular. But you can learn React as well, okay? Learning the Angular is find out simple because we already know the C Sharp. So C Sharp based style we are using in Angular simply. Now the question is what will be the complete path? So this is the complete path. We will have HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And of course, whatever you are learning, you have to do everything with hands-on labs as we have done today. Hands-on lab is an important part of the learning over here. Then you need to learn Bootstrap, Angular. You need to learn the C Sharp, Web API core, SQL Server, and you have to build the real projects. What is happening in the market? The people are just building, they just saying we are helping you to build the 10 projects. But those 10 projects, what they are building, they're just building a home page for the Netflix, they're just building a home page for, let's say, a Flipkart. They're just making a crude operation website. So those are not the real project. When it is coming to building the real project, so real project having a proper architecture, real project having the proper design patterns implementation, real projects having a proper UI. Let me show you here how to build a real project using the .NET. How to build a real project. Because people just saying they know the Angular, but they don't know actually how to build the real project. This is the thing. Let's look at this project. It's a project we are building for the EdTech platform. Scholarhead is a EdTech platform. Same way, we can build the things here. So how to start the project for building the like Scholarhead? You have to follow a project architecture like this way. Just create the backend first, then create the front end here. So because whenever you're working on a real project, in the real project, exactly same architecture you have to build. Even when you will say, I built a demo project in .NET, they will ask which architecture you have followed, how many layers we having over there. Such type of question are going to be asked in the interview. Yeah, simply. So this is the way the things you have to explain, you have to learn there. Then you have to create the layers, a layer for API, a layer for service, a layer for Dell, a layer for entities like this way. Yeah. And finally, you have to build the code and the project like this way using the repository design pattern, you have to implement the dependency injection, because these are the things are going to be asked in your interview. They need to learn. Of course, whenever you are saying you have built a demo project, then they will ask which modules you built. So you need to know how to build a public module, how to build a user module, how to build an admin module. Then in the public module, what things you have done? Let's say home page, login page, sign up page, course listing, shopping cart, payment gateway. So this is the actually real project. What people are doing, they will say create a shopping cart, they will say create a login page, second project, they will say create a home page, fourth project, then they will have created this project. This is a simple one. So they just counting the number of things like this way. Of course, guys, we having the other workshop also in the future. Already you can follow the masterclass page. We having the two workshop, one workshop on DSA, another workshop on the front end. You can join those. Then we having here the module for admin, a module for user, and this is the UI you have to design. That is looking similar to the real application, where you having header, you having a section where you're listing the list of courses. So you need to know how to build such real application, real project. Show the course listing page like this way. Show the shopping cart, payment gateway. So until you will not learn how to build such things, there is no real learning from that one, simply. Then you have to create the workflow and other things. So such project, you need to learn to get the job as a full stack .NET developer end to end there. So guys, here the people who are now interested to become the full stack .NET developer, I'm just sharing my plan. If you are interested, you can enroll in our 6-month internship program, which we are offering to our other student. If you're also interested, you can join it. I'm sharing the detail quickly. So when you are joining the 6-month internship program with us, these many things you will get. The live session plus videos, hands-on labs, what are the labs we have done. You will learn how to build a real world project. The example which I have shown to you, that complete project you will build here. We will prepare you for interview question answer, because nobody is helping you to prepare for the interview. Even they don't have the content that which can help you how to answer a particular question in interview. We having a dedicated support on Discord. We will help you to get the job. So we having the job assistance. So what the things you need? You need live learning. You need the recording. You need the hands-on labs. You need the project element. You need the interview question answer. You need the dedicated support. So everything we are offering to you in this 6 month of learning program to become a full stack .NET developer. And even if you will check, this is our Discord community, where you can see the people are asking the queries and our dedicated team is helping them through this one. So we having a dedicated team where you can see it is our community on Discord, where the people who enroll with us, they are asking the queries and team is going to answer them. How to solve it. So we having a dedicated support here now, whenever you're learning. And you will going to get a world-class LMS access, because LMS is very important. So when you're going to start the learning, you should have the LMS. So this is our LMS access. You will get from where you can access the courses. Let me take you the course which I'm discussing about here, .NET here. So what are the live session we will take? Those live session video we will upload here. You can watch the recording of each live session. You can download the source code. You can download the PDF there. We having the video course access as well, means pre-recorded session also we added over there. There's some people are willing to learn the things here. Everything is available. Everything is planned. Nothing is on the fly here. We having a proper planned content. We having the hands-on lab, the labs which you have done, we having here. So the labs around C sharp, here how to create these many program around arrays, string, object-oriented programming. So these many programs you have to build. And wherever you are studying, we having the supporting on the Discord. From them you can get the help. Then we having the interview question answer courses. Because what happens here is not about learning. It's about preparing for interview. Because whenever you will go for the interview, they will ask the question about abstract class, interface. They will ask the question about store procedure, function. They will ask to write the join query. So how to answer those things? Because until you will not answer those things, no one will hire you. So we having all the content where you can prepare yourself how to answer the question around store procedure, function, indexes, everything over here. Similar way, we having the course access for Angular as well, because it's a full stack training. This is the backend part. We having the front end part as well, where we will teach you how to start with Angular and do the things over there. Okay. So this is about the LMS and accessing the things. So this is a link to subscribe for the C# free course. I share the link in the chat window right away. Just do subscribe to the free C# course from there. But before that, make sure you have to sign up over there, then do the things.